Aloha friends, welcome to my channel. This is Shamansi and these are your Moonday messages. All right, so tonight I believe is the actual new moon at 8:26 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Um, so it's bringing these huge shifts, y'all. The waves are, you see, they're so strong right now, and that's exactly what I'm feeling for this week. It's these massive. They're telling me, like, I'm like, is it really that massive? And they're saying, yeah, it's these massive waves of shifting things, and so that might mean that you have some emotional outbursts. If there's anything that you've been holding on to that you haven't been able to let go of, that energy is coming to the surface. It is ready to be let go of. So if you can do some energy exercises to get it out, some somatic exercises, rebounding is great. Really, any kind of high interval training, moving the body is great for it. Cleansing yourself in the waterfall, in an ocean, in a shower, taking a cold shower. This energy, it's already surfaced, is what I'm hearing, and it's a remnant of what needs to be let go of. Those last little pieces. So whatever, and they're saying you don't have to know. That's part of the issue with cleansing, is a lot of people, including self, want to know what it is that's coming to the surface. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I having these random thoughts of, my father from 15 years ago or whatever? They're just, these things are just coming up to be cleared. It's like it's the push forward to fully let go. And there's been some big transits that have happened the last couple of days. We had Aries, I believe it was Aries in 0 degrees. I'm not that great with astrology. I have an awesome, lovely friend that is phenomenal at astrology. If you're more interested in that, let me know. I can link her info. Anyhow, for self, I just know that I've been feeling this energy of things shifting and the completion of karmic cycles and the completion of uh, cycles that have been, they're saying mostly throughout this lifetime, things that have happened in this lifetime that there were still remnants of that needed to be let go of. And things that you don't even realize you need to let go of, they're telling me. It might be like this, a memory. It may be, photos capture memories. They capture energy. They capture time. So maybe it's going through old photos and starting to purge and let things go with love. Things that are not in resonance with you anymore. I'll tell you, I had so many photos when I moved out here and had this big transition for self, and there were so many that I let go of, because yes, it's fun to look back and see some of the fun memories, right? But there were also, if you just take a moment to look at a photo that you took, maybe it was on a beach vacation, and feel into what memories, what thoughts, what feelings come up when you look at that. If they feel fantastic, by all means keep them. But if you are remembering something that doesn't feel so great, maybe it's time to let it go. This purge is still happening for us, right? And for self, when I first realized how to let things go, I had this beautiful uh, poster of a ballroom dancer. It was framed, it was gorgeous. I used to ballroom dance, so it was something I loved. And I never wanted to get rid of it. I always took it with me everywhere. And as I was sitting there one night looking up at it on my wall, and I got so many compliments on it, people loved it. But I'm looking at it up on my wall, and I remember it was one of my exes that gave me that picture. I can't remember if it was for a birthday or a holiday or whatever it was, but they gave it to me, and I'm like, why is it that, yes, this is a beautiful photo, but every time I sit down and actually spend time with it, it just makes me think of my ex. And I don't want that kind of shit in my house. Like, I don't. So maybe this is for you to sit down, go through some old photos, let some stuff go. And give it away with love, or let it go with love. I think what I ended up doing, because a lot of people have a hard time getting rid of photos, is I ended up like basically shredding them up. And I was giving love to that part of me, uh, that piece of me that was in that photo that just needed love at that time. And to the people who were there for me, whether they were lessons that I needed to learn or they brought joy into my life, and just letting that part go. A couple of years ago, I got the download that moving forward into Ancient New Earth, we're not going to need, uh, okay, they're saying redirect that. Um, it won't be necessary to hang on to anything that we've already experienced. Okay, so whatever we need to hold on to will be in the mind. Think of ancient times. They didn't have cameras and videos and everything. Your whole life wasn't recorded like it is now, and it just was much, much simpler time. And that's what Ancient New Earth is. Ancient New Earth is going back to this vibration of simplicity and not needing all the extra stuff. And when we clear our space of things and stuff that are no longer in our vibration, then we make room for everything else to come in that is. Okay, so that can also, I know I believe it was last week in the Moonday message. It may have been in the new moon message. I will link that in the description. But there was a message that came through that said, go through your phone log, go through your contacts in your phone, go through your emails, go through, things that you don't typically think of. You might have some text messages that are just super old and not in resonance anymore, something that you don't want to keep around. Start to purge these things to create space for what is coming in. Okay, and then what else do we have that's coming up this week? We had my animal medicine cards are what wanted to join me here for this reading today, or channeling today. Thank you. I keep calling it a reading. This channeling today. And the lizard is what came out. Number 36, the lizard. And Spirit is telling me lizards are resilient. They can move through a lot of different energies. And they're also, when a lizard comes to you, maybe you've been seeing a lizard, there's been a lizard that, has been frequenting around your home lately, or somewhere where you're around, you just notice like a lizard will walk by. But the lizard energy, the lizard spirit that comes through is the energy of regeneration. It is renewal, and it's that deep rest and being fully re-energized. And they're telling me captivating. Kat, can you elaborate on that, Spirit, please? Yeah, it's being so energized in your own self-love that your energy is not only radiant, it's also captivating. It's like you are drawing things in that you want in the vibration that you're in. So, so if you're still holding on to stuff that is not in your vibration, there's a good chance that you're still drawing stuff in that are coming in for lessons to be learned. So just be mindful of that moving forward. Anything else from the lizard spirit that wants to come through? They're just saying like renewal. If a lizard will, I don't know if they separate from their tails themselves, or like if something happens and they get separated from their tail by accident, they can completely regrow it. And that, they're telling me, is like what's happening with humanity right now. Our bodies are crystallizing. We are moving up into higher vibrations. And so even the body itself is not going to resonate at the same frequency as it used to. So some things might be changing. The way you eat might be changing. The amount of movement that you need may be changing. The things that are quenching your thirst may be changing. And that is, they're telling me, mentally and physically. So new things are coming online, and Maybe there's something that you would have thought you never would have done before, and now there, with this shift, you're like, hey, I may actually do that. My husband just had that happen the other day, where I've always asked him to go out and go surfing with me and get in the water, and he's like, I'm not really a surfer. You can go. I'll watch you. And just yesterday, he was like, you know what? I may want to try surfing. Like, this could be really fun. And so I feel like there's these moments of things that didn't resonate with us at the frequencies that we were at. And now that we're shifting, there may be more things that come into our life where we say, yeah, I think I want to do that. Maybe just eating something that you never thought you would have ate before. For me, it was tomatoes. I never cared for tomatoes. And lately it's like, oh yeah, I can actually eat it. It doesn't bother me, and they're nutritious. So maybe it's just little things like that. So be open, they're saying, be open with, things shifting, and the possibility of you actually liking something that you never thought you would. Your taste may be changing, your taste in people, in situations, in different places, and there's going to be opportunities, they're telling me. There are going to be opportunities coming along. So open yourself up so that these opportunities, it's like they're knocking on the door right now, and they're waiting for you to get rid of a few things. And then once you do, and you open that door, these opportunities are going to continue to come to you as long as you stay open in it. All right. Anything else? Okay, there's a couple things that, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this before. So if I have, Spirit is telling me that it may just need to be said again, so that it can be implanted really in the subconscious. And it's grounding is not going to be the same anymore, because Mama Earth is raising her vibrational frequency. So what we felt like was grounding and connecting with her before is going to feel very different now. It's going to feel more like movement and play and and okay, I know what they're trying to tell me. I just am having a hard time putting it into words. So bear with me just a moment. It's eliminating the separation between you and Mother Earth, right? So becoming one with the earth, being in flow with her, being in play with her, enjoying her, nurturing her as she nurtures you. So it may just be giving thanks, sitting here looking at these beautiful waves and just giving thanks for the vibration that they bring in, the sound healing that they have that comes along with them, the negative ions that are coming up off of the water. And maybe it's, being grateful for the sun and the warmth and the natural vitamin D that comes from it. Energizing yourself. Oh, they are reminding me, just in the last few days, there were times where I felt like I wasn't hungry, I wasn't thirsty, but I wasn't energized either. I needed some energy. I was feeling a little low on energy, and usually when I feel low on energy, it means that I need nutrients. But this time, I wasn't hungry. I didn't want to eat anything. I really wasn't thirsty. And I just asked Spirit, what is this? And they said, oh, you need energy. Go out and lay in the sun for 10 minutes. Let the sun energize you. And that's exactly what I did. I just went out into the sun and just asked it to energize me. And I'm telling you, after 8 minutes, I was hyper. I wanted to move or play or get things done. I had so much energy. So connect with the sun and let it energize you. And if you're not, if you can't get out under the sun and that's just not a possibility for you, connect with the moon. The moonlight can be very energizing as well. And even lately for self, I've had these moments where I've been in the energy of just wanting to rest during the daylight hours, and during, when the moon is out, I'm feeling super activated and in flow, and I want to get things done, and I'm feeling creative, and there's movement. So Connect with, with whatever works for you, including the elements. They're telling me, including the elements. Maybe it's really windy outside and you go out and just stand in the wind and let it cleanse you and move through you. Become one with the wind. They're saying we're eliminating the separation. Become one with the water. Become one with the land. Really start to practice eliminating the separation between us and Mother Gaia, right? Really connecting with her on a whole different level. All right. Anything else that I'm missing that wants to come through for this week? Yeah, they're saying if you're waiting on opportunities, the reason they haven't come in yet is because you're still holding on. There's something somewhere. And this is so random, y'all. The other day I had a Venmo transaction and I looked at it, and you know how you can like see other people's transactions on there, or like on I don't know if they do it on Cash App, but like even in social media you see like transactions from, or posts or something, memories that come up like 10 years ago. I know that was like a Facebook thing back when I was on Facebook. But they're saying that even that energy can affect you. So again, with the pictures they're bringing up, like if you have pictures that are popping up on your media account and it's saying, remember this memory from 12 years ago, and it might feel really awesome to go, oh yeah, oh man, look at how different I looked, or look at how different things were. And they're saying, tap into that. What does that make you feel? Are there pictures that pop up that you're like, whoa, I didn't even realize that was in there, I don't want that on my account? Are there things that you need to let go of that you don't know about? And like what I was talking about, the Venmo, there's maybe people on there that you're friends with that you didn't realize you were friends with, or try these other little spaces and places and things where you may have forgot about them. You might have forgot that you had an account on, this is so specialized, I feel like this is specifically for somebody, but you may have forgot you had an account on eHarmony, and you had put it together a long time ago, and then it didn't really work for you, or something shifted and you stopped using it, and that account is still there. Your name, your photo, whatever it is, your energy is still in that space. So really start to tap into those things and cleanse those spaces that you've shared your energy with before. And then also, and they want me to do this for everybody, and we're going to do just a little clearing to call back all of your energy and give your energy back to others that have shared it with you. When we share energy with people, they can end up taking little pieces of our energy from us. We can take little pieces of theirs, and it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's, it's even with my husband. There are times where I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is my husband's energy, and you know what? I'm going to give it back to him so he can be happy and whole, and I'm going to take my energy back so I can be happy and whole, and it actually will help us move through things quicker. So I'm just going to do a little transmission here. They're saying that's going to help open that up and call back your energy and send back any energy that is not in resonance with your new vibration. All right, so if you are open to receive, go ahead and close down your eyes. Take just a few deep breaths. Feel into your body. Suna kanatadash titiya nanaya katadash nana harakashutushtu nana katatiki nana harakastana nadatada nana katutu nana yartash nani harakitis kititene and afatutu nana kachitana nana harafatu shu. Let go with love. 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 Okay, that last little bit felt really good. So I called all of our energy back, anyone who's listening to this, including self, and sent back any energy that was not in our current vibration with love to everybody who needs it to make themselves whole at this time. All right, that is the Moonday message for this week. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Enjoy this full moon, new moon energy. It feels fantastic. And I'll look forward to connecting with you guys again soon. Take care. Adios.